EA Sports. It's in the game.
What's up, guys? Zfarls here from MaddenTips.com. Pleasure to be joined by Ben Haumiller, NCAA Football 13. Now, some big things coming out at E3 from all of the EA Sports. The whole presentation, all the games seem to be killing it. Now, everybody gets their hands on NCAA. It's the first game to come out. Everybody who's a football junkie on our site plays both games because they want to be ready for whatever's thrown out their way, whatever the hot thing's going to be. Here are 5 things we want to talk about to Ben and see his thoughts on those. Number 1, total control passing. How's it going to change the game?
Well, I mean, it's one of those things where it's really about you being the quarterback and where do you want to put that ball and the trajectory of that pass and placing that ball exactly where you want. I mean, that's a big change for it. So if you see that spot, that open space, you can now put the ball there and you really feel like that quarterback, like I can do whatever I want. I can put the ball where I need to. I can get it there in the trajectory I want. We've got those drops, the routes all timed up with the icons lining up to kind of tell you and teach you a little bit about when's a great time to do that comeback. You know, when's the right time to hit these passes. I mean, it's a great change for us.
Guys, and this is coming from a hardcore guy, there's times that we've adapted to this game where we don't want to throw a lob pass because we know what's going to happen. So we've trained ourselves, we've coached ourselves, say, you don't want to throw a lob there, you want to give it like a half bullet or a half this. It's not that way anymore. With the left stick, you can throw open coverages. You can now lob the ball. You have so many more different types of pass trajectories. You got to get on NCAA. You got to feel it all out. Seriously, you'll have your old, EA, the way that you've been trained to play this game, but now you say, no, it's okay. Total control passing is going to make this okay. I'm going to make this throw. I want to make this throw.
What about dropping it over the top of somebody in stride?
Oh,
that hasn't happened before. That before, the drop overs and the turn around and catch, kill all your momentum.
But you've been afraid to throw, but now you got to just be like, no, you know what? They got me. I'm good. I can hit this. So don't forget about that now. You talked a little bit about coaching up the guys with the routes and the icons and the quarterback dropbacks. Can you tell those guys who hold down with the quarterback dropbacks and continue to roll back, can you teach them a little bit about this game?
I mean, I love the 20-step drop, right? That's what I see every Saturday. Like these guys just run back. No, I mean, that's one of those things where I think people got conditioned over time to just drop back, and run back, keep going back, survey the field. And it's not fun to watch. It's not fun to play against. It doesn't look right. Don't even worry about doing that drop. You've got the right stick for the QB avoidance moves. Just let him naturally drop back. It will help you too as you see him make that stop and okay, who's open? Where do I go? It helps you out that way to survey the field. It's a big change for him. It's a big addition. It's how quarterback play should be.
Hardcore guys. Gameplay team has fixed up the routes to match up with the dropbacks. When your back foot hits, don't keep running backwards because your routes are going to be coming open. They've hooked up all the plays, so your 5-step drops match up with your 5-step routes. It's another thing, okay? I've been doing it this way. I've been taking control of the quarterback and running around. Don't do that anymore. Let the game happen, and you're going to continue to win because you're going to continue to be playing good football, and you're going to continue to win games. All right, we talked a little bit about catch tackles with Clint, but I don't think we stressed how important it is to go along with. A lot of guys are nervous. 430 new catch animations. That's scary because now there's going to be all this great stuff happening. No way. They're tuned better. They show up when they're supposed to, and now you have the catch tackle. Let us know.
Well, there's also that catch hole too. The lack of the catch hole. That's a big part because you don't have those things where the guy's looking for the pass and it bounces off the head. If you throw it too early, you might have that problem. If you're one of those guys that used to streak the tight end and throw it immediately because it just so happened he would turn unrealistically and catch the ball and keep going. No, now he's got to be looking for the pass to be able to. And he can jump in and manually do it, but the catch tackles too are huge because it opens up this whole new variety of what you see during the course of the game. You see that receiver go up, you see him make that catch, automatically get tackled. It's a great change. It makes it look good.
Guys are going to be fighting for the ball. It just looks a lot better. One thing I want to note is, Heisman mode, right? You're going to have this new connected careers in Madden where you can actually take control of one player like you haven't really been able to in the past. You had Superstar, but it's not quite like it is with Heisman. Heisman mode is going to train you to have the ability to get in that one-player mode, play with the quarterback, running back, try wide receiver. Desmond Howard was a blast. Guys, me and Gibbs played all 16 of these Heisman modes. Tell us a little bit about that. I know everybody's seen the trailer, but it's fun. It's fun. I play the game to have fun. It's fun.
Well, I mean, that's really, a lot of it there is that you are getting a chance to be the greatest players in the history of college football, and what that feels like is so different than anything else, because these guys are better than anybody else we've ever had in the game. And I kind of talk about Barry a lot when I talk about this mode, and Barry Sanders, who used to be in Madden way back in the day when he was in Detroit. And yeah, you could beat Barry back in those games. You could spin, you could juke, you could try to emulate what you saw, but the switch game moves so fast, you never had the time to do those split-second decisions that Barry did. That made him so much fun to watch. Now with the new reaction time mode in there, you can slow it down and see the play develop and make a decision that way. And it's just kind of a big change for us. Also because we've never had real players. I talk about this a lot when I talk about the mode. It's a big deal to have these real players. Other sports games take it for granted that they have real players that they can talk about. And when you see players in Madden, you have a real connection to them because you know who they are. It's not QB number 8. It's not halfback number 28. They're real players. So for us to have that connection there, where you see these names, you know who these people are, it is a big deal. So we're very excited about that.
These guys are legends, right? I was at the NCAA draft premiere. Aaron Andrews walks in, looks great. Everybody says, "Oh, that's cool," but nobody cares. You know why? Because Barry Sanders is standing over here taking pictures, and every guy is like, "Oh my God, like that's Barry Sanders." I'm like, "Yeah, that's also." They're like, "No, Barry Sanders, legend, like freaking legend." You got Eddie George ran for 314 yards in a college game. That's one of the things you might have to accomplish. Do you know how many yards that is? When's the last time you pulled that off of that? These guys are dynamic players. Eddie George is a bulldozer, and you're going to be taking the reins. The play calling's a lot better. You're going to get plenty of calls. It's fun. Like that's the point.
It's a single season. You can be done with it with a career or a season. Playing 3 to 4 hours, and you get that full experience of what it was like to be these guys. And the interviews. I mean, that's one of the things that I really love about the mode is hearing these guys tell their own stories and kind of having that history of it. A kid might not know Desmond Howard from anybody else. He's too young to remember Desmond from his playing days. He just knows him as that guy on game day, right?
Yeah. This guy's always wrong on game day. I'm kidding.
But then you see, that 4th down catch against Notre Dame. You see that kick return against Ohio State where he, went ahead and took eyes at both, and you start learning more about these guys and what it means. And it's kind of an awesome thing for us to be able to have that element added into the game.
Awesome stuff. Now, last thing is for the Dynasty guys out there, it's not my hardcore gameplay, it's not my passion, it's not the new halfback blue routes out of the backfield, it's not all the dropbacks and icon passing and the defensive alignments. You know what, Heisman guys, you gotta wait, you got new scouting. I want to talk defensive alignments because it's probably the biggest change in NCAA football this season. You can't tell what the defense is in pre-snap. Share.
You can't tell the defense is in a pre-snap.
Behind the camera, I will tell you, you cannot tell what the defense is doing pre-snap. Quote me on that.
How are you going to be ready to play this game? You need to get this. You cannot tell what the defense is doing pre-snap.
Bump coverage, man. Bump coverage is the best thing to see. Just watching it happen with a coach cam up, where you see that defensive back going across the field to match the man in motion. Oh, they're in man. Zone bump, zone bump, zone bump, zone bump. It's awesome to see. And then you run the 4-2-5 and you see you don't have a linebacker matched up on a slot receiver anymore. It's that safety right there. It's best on best. It's what needs to happen, and it makes such a big impact for the game because you don't have these just alignment problems that just put you in a bad spot. And you don't just know, okay, here it comes. He's running man. I know what's happening because I ran a guy across the field. Now you have that whole thing where if somebody doesn't know that that's in there, playing against somebody who just it's seconds last year. All right, he's running man. Snap back. Oh wait, no, he's in zone. Like, I had no idea. You're expecting what you saw in the map. Like you were saying, you're conditioned to play a certain way. This is one of those things.
Out of this, it's completely different.
I gotta get on camera and talk about it. You gotta film me talk about it because
you gotta break out of your habits. These bad habits are going to cost you.
I have to tell you this right now. Without a doubt, my favorite thing about this year's game is the new defensive alignment. It adds so much depth to what you're going to be doing.
Sgibs, do you like man align?
I absolutely. I'm just telling you right now. It's going to change the way you play the game, and I want to do a hashtag change the way you play the game because that's what this is going to do. It's going to add an absolute shutdown element to your defense this year, and I know that's something that guys have wanted for years and years.
Because guys have been really nervous about offense this year. They think total control passing and catching, I'm in trouble. No!
Absolutely not. What I'm going to tell you right now is that we're going to give you the tips to have that lockdown defense. These guys here gave us the ability to now have lockdown defense, and now we're going to be the masterminds behind the operation, and we couldn't be happier. Ben,
Appreciate the talk.
You know what? No, but before we go though,
Oh, yeah.
I gotta pay you guys' ability.
Yeah.
With that defensive alignment. Defensive alignment's in the shape it is because of the two of you, and there's no joke about that. You came in today, started breaking it down. You guys whipped that thing into shape.
Thank you. Yeah.
It wasn't there when you guys came in the first time we saw it. You guys, the funny part is kind of, one of the first things you guys did, you had it where you could start calling out the plays based on what you were seeing with that alignment.
Right.
You guys, the way you broke down that game, fixed that thing up, man. I can't thank you guys enough.
As no problems. As Mike Scalabrari says, we got to find a new love every year. Find that new love and get it going. So
it might be post snap. It might be motioning a guy out of a certain formation. I'm gonna find some way to get my reads pre-post snap, reading the safeties, just like they do in real football. But I gotta be on it when it comes out July
10th.
I'm in.
I'm in. I'm all in. Hashtag I'm all in or something like that.
All right. Thank you very much. Hit him up. Thank you, man.
All right, thank you.